Woof! Bad Dog here, and you're going to learn how to save big money shipping from Canada to the USA. Welcome to Two Dogs Tips from Two Dogs Digs, our YouTube channel. So today we're going to talk to you a little bit about how to save a lot of money if you're a Canadian seller and you want to send things to the US, but you feel you can't compete right now. Why? Because the prices on Canada Post are exorbitant. You know, if you want to send a little thing like this that's not flat, like this little gummy bear guy, and you put it in there, Canada Post is going to say, this isn't flat enough for me, and we got to charge you for a full parcel service. So what's another way you can compete? That's going to cost $8, $9, $10, $11, $12 to send into the States. Well, if you're lucky and you're in a number of major markets, you'll actually be able to use a cross-border shipper. So what is a cross-border shipper? Cross-border shippers are companies that literally let you list on any site, online site, but then you buy your postage from the States. So you buy USPS, United States Postal Service postage, and then you ship your eBay, Etsy, or Facebook package using a cross-border shipper. And what do? It's simple. They drive your package across the border and then drop it off with USPS. So you can save 50 to 70% of what it would normally cost you if you were trying to send from Canada into the United States. It also works in sending to other countries as well. You can find a lot cheaper rates by finding these cross-border shippers. So let's take a look at a couple of examples just to give you an idea on what things can look like. So for example, we are just going to pop right now onto, let's pop to Canada Post first. And we're decided that we wanted to try and send a package from Toronto to, we'll use our postal code in here. And we're going to send that package not from Canada, or to go into Canada. We're going to send that to the USA. Where in the USA? Well, you can specify a postal code if you've got one, or you can just put down that you're good. So we'll just say 90210 because that's pretty far from us. Or you can actually select a state. So we can actually say, well, we're going to send this to California. We're going to use regular inches versus metric, just for the sake of using the U.S. side of things. So because we'll have to, when we go into the States, they don't use metric. So you'll have to think about things in inches and pounds. So let's just say that we have this package that's 9 by 6 by, well, I don't know, let's say 1 inch. And it weighs, not even a pound. It weighs like 0.4 ounces. So if we calculate the rate here, you can see from Canada Post, I'm going to make this a bit bigger for you. On Canada Post, this is actually going to cost us $8.96 plus tax, plus HST. So remember, there's 13% more that doesn't show up when you're on the Canada Post website. So basically, you're talking about $11 to send this little guy through the States. Now, you can try and sneak it through by just dropping it in as letter mail, and sometimes they'll allow it, but sometimes they won't. But in general, that's just to give you an idea. Now, if we went to a U.S. company like Pirate Ship, which is free, you don't have to pay anything to sign up for them like you do with stamps.com. You can order your postage on there. You can print it out at home. You can stick it onto things and take it to a cross-border shipper. And let's just do that same thing. So we're going to go with that package that we had here. And we're actually going to go out of a box and we're going to say it's a padded envelope. And it's 9 by 6 and it weighs 4 ounces. Let's get a rate quote from them. $3. $3 US. Okay, so it's US. Flip it to Canadian. $4 Canadian, $11 Canadian. So you just saved yourself $5, $6, $7 on packages if you sell a lot of small things. Let's try another thing that's bigger just to get more convenient of an idea. Let's say that we have a package, and this is how easy it is to check on Pirate Ship. Go to rates. We're going to click on that. We're going to go to the States, and we always figure out the furthest away. So 90210 is the furthest away from us. We're going to take a box, and we're going to take that box, and we're going to say that that box is, I don't know, like 12 by 10 by 10. So it's a bigger box, and it's 1.98 pounds. Or oops, there we go. Sorry about that. 1 pound, 8 ounces. Get a rate quote. So that is now going to cost us $10.56 by ground, or $10.86 to send it priority mail, which means it's going to get there in 1 to 3 days once it crosses the border. Let's take a look at what that same package is going to cost us if we were sending it from Canada. So remember, it's 12 by 10 by 10, and it's 1 pound 8 ounces. So let's go back into here. We're going to adjust this. We're going to say it's still going to California, and it's 12 by 10 by 10, and it is now 1.8 pounds. So let's see how much this is going to cost us here. You ready for this one? $17.50 plus HST. So we're talking $20. So what do we have there? $20 or 12, 11. Plus, even if you with the conversion, it's 14, $6-7 cheaper. So you really need to think about when you're looking at this, getting a cross-border shipper. As we said, it drives the packages across the border and it goes through. Now, where are they? Well, how do you do it? Well, it's pretty simple. You drop your packages off with these cross-border shippers, fill out a manifest, which is the equivalent of what you have to do for Canada Customs. So it tells who it's going to, what it is, where it was made, how much it's worth. You can't send any more than $800 Canadian as a single package with them. There are some rules, but you can find them out from each individual place. What are they, or where can you find them? Most of them operate from large cities across Canada. So there are places like Chit Chats Express, Stallion Express, and DYK Post are just 3 of the ones. So they are in markets like Vancouver, Calgary, Edmonton, Toronto, Greater Toronto Area, Montreal, opening soon in Ottawa. And in fact, some of them have the ability to let you mail your packages into them. So just because you're in a market like Winnipeg or London and you don't have one close to you, some actually offer the ability to mail your packages in a bigger box to them, and then they will mail them through the USPS. So you could still save tons of money if you do multi-volume things. So if you happen to sell a lot of t-shirts or cell phone cases or things that just don't slide through that package, you can now compete with US sellers on Facebook and on eBay and on Etsy, because you can now put rates that are the same as theirs. In fact, you could even offer things like free shipping, because if it's only going to cost you $4 instead of 12 or 13, you might actually be able to compete even better with the States. So take a thought when you're going to send something from Canada. Don't just stick with Canada Post. See if you can find out more information about a cross-border shipper. We will have some links below here on the cross-border shippers, so you can link straight to their individual emails. And in fact, a couple of them have little things. If you sign up for them, you might get a credit for $10 or $5 on your first shipments. And ask any questions you've got down here. And if you have used a cross-border shipper, tell us what you like about it in the comments. Or tell us if you don't know enough, or we need to talk to you more about it. Give us a little hint down there. Subscribe, give us a thumbs up, and look for more Two Dogs tips from Two Dogs Digs. Woof. We're out of here.